and welcome to another fun craft at Thistlewood. So today we are going to be making a bow that looks like this one. And this is a super fun bow. It's a little bit more kind of horizontal than your standard bow. And you make it like this because it goes perfectly on wreaths and other fun things. So I'm gonna show you how to make this. And then I'm gonna show you what you can do to decorate it with in your home. So, okay, basically what we're gonna need to make this bow, we will need some simple burlap ribbon. And this ribbon, you can find it at Hobby Lobby, you can find it at Michael's, you can find it in a variety of different places. But it comes in just plain colorway like this, which is great and looks super wintry and perfect for kind of winter going into spring. But it also comes in amazing kind of patterns like this polka dotted burlap, and also this checked burlap ribbon as well. So if you can imagine it, there's a burlap ribbon out there for it. So, but for today's craft, I'm going to show you just how to make just your basic burlap ribbon. Now your ribbon, you're going to want it probably between 3 to 4 inches. The bigger you make it, the wider your ribbon is, kind of the bigger your bow loops are going to be. So this ribbon right here is about 3.5 inches. So you're going to want, I just kind of guesstimated. I mean, this is kind of like super simple, like don't overthink it crafts. So I just kind of wind it until I feel like it's right. So this is just probably about maybe 2 yards, about 1.5 yards. Then I'm gonna cut it as shown like this. Now we're also, when we fasten it, we're gonna need just some simple gauge wire. They sell this over in the florist department at Hobby Lobby, or you can even get it at Walmart, different places like that. But you want it thin enough that it bends very quickly. I mean, easily, not too hard, but you want it thick enough that it's gonna hold your bow in place. So I've cut it into about 6-inch, 7-inch lengths. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you take your burlap ribbon like this and you decide how long you want your bow. So this bow right here is about 10 inches long. So you're gonna take your ribbon and you're gonna fold it. Let me move this up there so y'all can make sure y'all can see this. You're gonna fold it about halfway like this. That's about half of our bow there. And then we're gonna take this bow, like this side of the ribbon, and we're gonna fold it over like that. And then we're gonna take this ribbon and we're gonna make it just a smidge shorter. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but see how I have the longest loop here, and then I make this one just a smidge shorter like that. And then you're gonna come to the other side and do the exact same thing. So all you're doing is just literally folding your ribbon into place. And you keep making the loops continuously smaller. So here we have the longest loop, and then we have kind of a medium-sized loop, and then we have our shorter loop. And you're just gonna keep going until you have all of your ribbon that you've cut used up. So typically when I do this, there's, oh gosh, maybe between 4 and 5 loops. I don't really overthink it. I just kind of go, and you want to leave a little bit for a tail like this, and then we're going to leave a little bit of our tail kind of in the back as well too. So, I don't know if you can see that. There's our 2 tails right there, and here's our folded loops. So there's the longest loop there, and then see how we're just going in like that. Now, the next thing we do is we take our wire like this, and you're going to take the wire and you're going to twist it around the center. Well, first you pinch your bow together like that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but see how I'm kind of pinching the burlap together? And then you're going to take this and you're going to put the wire around it as tight as you can, like use all of your muscles. Now, I used to have muscles, and then I ate a bunch of Christmas cheese, and now I don't really have that many muscles anymore, but as is evidence, I can't even get this bow twisted. So, okay, you're gonna wanna twist it as tightly as you can and wrap it around like that. And then we're gonna take another one. We're gonna twist it, because we just want our bow as tight as we possibly can get it. So we're gonna twist it like this and like hold it in place like this, and then twist it. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can, Actually, will you hand me a longer piece over there? I'm gonna show you, this wire's just a tiny bit thin. So what we need to do is I'm gonna use a longer piece like this. We're just gonna twist it and that'll let me, oh, that's so much better. Okay, there we go. So I used the full length of it instead of cutting it in half, and I just kept twisting it around so will hold it into place. And then I leave a little bit of the twist in the back because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with that later. So let's just review. I've taken actually the longer piece of wire now and I've twisted in place. So this is kind of what it looks like when it's all twisted in place. And then on the back, I have these tails that you can kind of see that we're gonna use the wire to attach it to different stuff. So now that your ribbon's pretty much done like that, all you're gonna do, this is the fun part. You just take your loops and you pull them apart. You're gonna fluff them up in the center and then you twist them side to side like that. And then you do the next 2 loops like this, kind of pull them apart, fluff them, and then you fluff your one in the back like that. So simple. And then you kind of repeat with the other side like this. I'm gonna take this loop and fluff it like that. And when you fluff it up, it kind of hides your wire so people don't see it. And then you're gonna take these 2 loops and pull them apart like that. And then you'll take these 2 loops and pull them apart. See how I'm kind of fluffing and putting it into place like that? And then you take the final loops. And so now here you have two tails. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold over the end of our tail like this, and we're gonna cut it to give it a little bit of, I don't know if y'all can see that. I love those little cuts on the end like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this one the same way. And so there we have our, and then you can just kind of, the neat thing about this is you can just keep fluffing it until it stays in place as shown. So we're gonna fluff that one like that. And then here you go. And here is my finished bow that I've made. And see, the beauty of this bow is see how long it is like that. It's so pretty because it's long. So here are some super fun things you can do with it. So number one, I had just got these lanterns off my front porch that you get them at Walmart, super cheap. I think they were like $7 or $8. And then they have a loop on the top. How cute is that if you took your bow and you put it on the top, and then these would be the perfect decoration for your front porch. You could also put them on your table in your house, or maybe on either side of your mantle. But look at what an adorable, and then I have these candles inside that are, they're flameless. Basically they're battery operated and you just turn them on and they flicker and look really real. So that's a fun idea. Also, you could add, now this is just a ginger jar that I had in my, it was just sitting on one of my bookcases. And because the ginger jar has these holes like this, the bow with remember this wire that we have in the back? You could take the wire and you're just gonna attach it to the front of the ginger jar just through these holes right here, insert the wire and just twist in the back. And then a really fun idea would be to go to your yard, get some sticks. You could spray paint them white. You could even go get a few like spray snow, and you could spray them to kind of make them look snowy. Like think of this burlap bow with this jar, which by the way, I got this at Hobby Lobby too. And those beautiful sticks spray painted with snow, like be so cute for your, just a fun side thing on your winter side table. And then also now I have a picture. If you have pictures in your house, like this fun picture, just with some fun red berries. Look, if we just added the bow to kind of the side of it like that, look at how beautiful that looks. Doesn't it look so pretty? And that's the beautiful thing about this bow is because it's so long and wide, it just makes everything look a little bit, it's like a kind of a very sophisticated bow. Like it shows up and it represents. So that's a very fun idea. And then also I've got my berries kind of going everywhere. And then you could also, I just have these wreaths laying around my house. This is just a paper wreath. I have this tutorial on the blog on how to make this. But look at this bow just here, kind of on the bottom of this wreath, or you could put it on the top of the wreath, whichever one. I kind of like my wreaths my bow's on the bottom of my wreaths like that. So look at how cute that is. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful winter wreath. And then y'all look at how cute this is, just adding your bow to the bottom of your wreath like that. I just think that it really accentuates, and a beautiful wreath like this just looks so wintry and so perfect, and it would be beautiful on a door in your home, or you know, just different places. It would look pretty on your front door. It would look pretty just hanging from an old picture frame in your house, but you could do a million things with this wreath and a million things with this bow. So I hope you learned a little bit of something today. I hope you had fun, and here's to all the creativity and an amazing 2020. Have a day as amazing as you are.